Hey you guys, it's Peter! Boom, 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 boom. And I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2022. Well, you knew I was gonna make a video about this. I mean, I've made videos about Jake and Logan Paul now for like 3 weeks straight, so of course I had to make a video about this. Do you guys know what I'm talking? Oh my God. It's not so much the news stories, the news, as if Jake Paul is the news. Well, I guess he kind of is, people that care anything about YouTube, which I do, so. But it's funny when I like re-envision how these things go down. So if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. Jake Paul is an asshole. Jake Paul is a 20-year-old YouTuber, creator of the world, who is legendary brother to Logan Paul. Jake Paul is also a rapper that recently came out with the song Every Day Bro with Your Disney Channel Flow, which I'm wondering if he's gonna have to change the lyrics of that song to something like Every Day Bro with Your Pornhub Flow, because he ain't got a Disney gig anymore, and that's what we're gonna be talking about. So anyway, Jake Paul has basically shown his ass to the world of what an asshole he really is, okay? And, this is what happens when you give a lot of power and a lot of money to people that don't deserve it, that are untalented, have not worked their ass off for it, haven't paid their dues, and are entitled young adults in our society. It's very, very sad. And, I feel lucky enough to know a lot of young people out there that really are willing to pay their dues and are very, very humble and have great parents that put them in their place and teach them. And this whole thing boggles my mind, okay, about these two brothers. The other thing that boggles my mind is how many people are infatuated with the total foolishness of them, okay? Which is kind of funny because as all this goes down, so this is how the breakdown started for me, okay? This is actually kind of funny because if you go back and you watch one of my very first drama account videos, if you didn't watch my video yesterday, I'm no longer a candle review company. I'm no longer just a drama channel, okay? James Charles called us drama accounts. So I'm a drama account executive is what I am. But anyway, when you go back and you watch my very first video, it was when I was talking about Kat Von D and Jeffree Star. And then I started watching Manny Mua and Patrick Starr and all these, booty gurus. And then all the drama that went along with it. Well, it's very similar to this, okay? So I had seen this video that PewDiePie, Boots, didn't he get kicked off of Disney too, but we didn't like that one. That was unfair. So anyway, because I like Pewds. So, Pewds. So anyway, where he's responding to Logan Paul, and he's like, who? I don't know her, right? Oh my God, that is the best quote ever from anybody in the world, and the fact that it comes from Glitter Queen Mariah Carey cracks me up. I don't know her. So anyway, so Logan Paul gets reacted to by PewDiePie. PewDiePie doesn't know who he is, and Jake Paul loses his shit. Jake Paul basically says, my brother's gonna be the next PewDiePie, which he probably will be because he's got all of these views and all this kind of stuff. The talent isn't really similar to me, but okay. So anyway, some of the things, I don't love everything that PewDiePie puts out there, but a lot of it is so hysterically genius to me, and I don't know, I think it might be something that comes with age a little bit, that you kind of get some of that humor. But anyway, so then Jake Paul lost his shit and got really pissed about this and basically took his, gang of douchey fools with him everywhere and just started saying, rah, rah, rah. It's very much like Justin Bieber back in the day and not his proudest moment. And then I think he kind of thought he was Justin Bieber and he started putting out all this rap music. He'd done that already, and he's a Disney star. He was on some show called Bamboozled or something. I don't know. He got kicked off the show. So anyway, and then last week, neighbors were complaining about how much Jake Paul was a noise nuisance to the neighborhood and the house that he was living in, which he had posted as a business online. So everybody in the world, their mother, their sister, their kids, mostly 10-year-old kids, because that's the fan base of Jake Paul, would come and just take pictures outside. It drove the neighbors crazy. They were lighting pools on fire and screaming and yelling and probably kind of doing all kinds of nastiness. So anyway, nastiness. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. But anyway, I was just sitting kind of back here watching this, and I was thinking to myself, Disney allows it. I always question, where are the management companies? Where are the adults involved in this? I mean, are there 60-year-old men that are, because listen, if you go to like music festivals, award shows, things like that, I go to all of that, okay? If you sit back there, you always see like the 60-year-old men that are running the whole gig, that all these people are kissing their ass, and they're basically saying, Jake Paul yes, Jake Paul no, and like they're sitting back there making money off of this foolishness, and they're the ones that are supporting it. Shame, shame on that game. I don't like that at all. So anyway, Disney put out this statement yesterday. It's from a Disney Channel spokesman. I mean, like, do you think, like, I love to imagine, like, these Disney board meetings, right? It's like Mickey Mouse and Daffy Duck, you know, Daisy and Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, Daisy and Donald Duck, you know, and Cinderella. And Cinderella's like, oh, that Jake Paul, he's such a douche, he's so gross. And Daisy Duck is kind of like, really? I kind of like him. And then Donald's like, Daisy? That's another guy. And Mickey's like, me. And they're like, do we vote? Let's do a vote. Let's do a vote. Jake Paul's out, right? So the spokesperson of Disney, Mickey Mouse, basically said, we've mutually, this is the most bullshitty press release I have ever seen in my entire life. Disney Channel statement regarding Jake Paul, July 22nd, 2017. He's also trended twice in the last week. Once for his foolish behavior, once for Disney getting rid of him. We've mutually agreed that Jake Paul will lead his role on the Disney series Bizaardvark. On behalf of the production company, the cast, and crew, we thank Jake for his good work on the TV series and for being such a complete douche and diva. I mean, could you ever imagine who else in the world? I mean, you're either a diva or you're a douche. How are you both? He's both. On behalf of the production company, the cast, and the crew, we thank Jake for his good work on the TV series for the past 18 months and extend our best wishes to him. And this is kind of like when you read a fortune cookie and at the end you always add in bed. So if it says like, you know, good luck is in your future, you put in bed. Did you guys do that with fortune cookies? You know, like all your wildest dreams will come true in bed. You always add in bed, right? So, like, when you're reading this and it says, on behalf of the production company, the cast, and the crew, we thank Jake for his good work on the TV series for the past 18 months. Excuse me, I'm choking on my words. Witness! I ain't got no receipts. And extend our best wishes to him as he walks his sorry ass out of our company. That's what it should say, is really what it says. So then, Jake releases this statement on Twitter, right? And it says on here, for all of you Jake Paul, what do they call him? Jake Paul, what are their names? I give a rat's ass about these people that come for me. They always like leave the most hateful comments. I mean, you know, Karita Kaboom disabled her comment sections because she got death threats. She should see what they came for me with these Jake Paul videos. Oh my God. And this is what kills me, is it's like these 20-year-old kids and they're like, don't talk about Jake Paul that way. Call me at 30, baby, when you got 2 kids, a wife, and you're living in the suburbs, okay? Are you going to be protected and being so overprotective of Jake Paul's ass then? No, ma'am. You're not going to be like, what happened to Jake Paul? There he is in that surreal life, that reality show where he's living in a house acting drunk as a skunk. He's foolish. He never got his shit together. That's what you're going to be doing then. This just kills me. So anyway, he puts out this tweet last night, right? Love you all. Thanks for the support. Can't wait to continue to grow and conquer. Jake Paulers, oh, that's what they call themselves. Jake Paulers always rise. Little muscle thing. And then this is the statement that he put out right here. I mean, and if you're going to put like a formal press statement, you want to make sure you get emojis in there. Because that's pretty professional. Oh, I forgot he's 20, but he wants us all to treat him like he's 50. What up, Jake Paulers? What up, dude? I hate to have to throw crazy news on you guys all at once, but since we are family, I know you... Family? What a bunch of cult shit when people call each other family. But we are family. I know you will understand and be super supportive. Long story short, my team, Disney Channel, and I have come... My team, Disney Channel, and I would love to see that. I would love to see that meeting of the minds. What is that? His dad on the other, who everybody tells me is just as douchey as he is. Okay, that's his team, right? his dadager. Long story short, my team, Disney Channel, and I have come to the agreement it's finally time for me to move on from the Disney family and Bizarrevark. Okay, translated, you got fired because you're acting a fool, is what the truth is. Why didn't you just say Disney fired me? Your fans would have loved that. They would have stopped watching Disney, but you know? Oh, because he's got contracts and all that kind of stuff. Being a part of the Disney family for the past, I mean, we can never ruin the magic of Disney, right? Being a part, I just love if Disney came out with some ruthless statement. You're an asshole and we don't want anything to do with you, okay? We represent kids and you're acting like the worst kid we can ever imagine on Toys R Us on a Saturday. Let me have that toy! Let me have that toy! And we don't want any part of it. You're a fool. Being a part of the Disney family for the past 2 years was incredible and a dream come true. I love my castmates and will continue to support Disney. But I have outgrown the channel, amen, sister, and feel it's time to move forward in my career. We'll get to the career. At this point in time, I'm wanting to focus more on my personal brand, my YouTube channel, business ventures growing, Team 10, and working on more adult acting roles. Okay. When Jake Paul gets nominated for an Oscar, please, somebody call me up for that dramatic representation. At this point, I'm wanting to focus more on my personal brand. I just can't. This is just all such bullshit, isn't it? It is all such bullshit. And what these people do not realize is what happens when your fan base ages out, okay? All your fans are gonna grow up and you ain't gonna have nobody watching you anymore, okay? So I hope you're buying property and investing your money wisely and doing some offshore stuff because listen, baby, this cake ain't gonna last forever. 12-year-olds become 22-year-olds and then they wanna get married and have kids. And working on more adult acting roles. We have big things in the works and I can't wait to share it all with you. This is just the beginning. Love you, Jake Paulers. It's everyday, bro. No Disney Channel flow with that one. So this is what I'm loving, right? Okay, do you remember back in the day, like all the, no you wouldn't, because if you're a fan of his, you would have no fucking clue what MySpace was because it was long ago before you were even alive. But back in the day on MySpace, there were all these celebrities, right? That were very similar to this. Okay, this was before the days of YouTube. Literally the only person that has made it from MySpace legitimately is Jeffree Star. And there were all these like celebrities back in the day that, you know, and it was all this kind of BS, right? Where are they now? Nobody knows. What are they doing? They're doing bookings, they're doing big acting deals, and their team is working together. Their team is working at the Old Country Buffet and Denny's now, okay? That's their team that got into every VIP section in town. So anyway, it's just not that big of a deal, but this is what I can't wait till, right? Is when, like, you know, 10 years from now, Jake Paul has to, like, put on a tie and go into, like, I mean, let's just be for real. As far as a videographer, he's no Casey Neistat. And he has to go into, like, a job interview. So, like, if you're a famous actor, okay, from Disney, these famous child stars that were so smart back in the day, like Jodie Foster and these people, do you guys know that, like, they went to Princeton, okay? They got, like, college educations from, like, amazing colleges. They were like, this may not last forever, but if it does, college education at Princeton, Harvard might not be bad, right? And those actors and actresses that seriously take their career seriously really kind of like go back and set themselves up. And Jodie Foster's been pretty successful, wouldn't you say? So anyway, you might want to just think about that, Jake Paul. But if that doesn't work out for you and your team has left you and your brand is down and you find yourself in a job interview, I would just like to imagine how that job interview would go, you know? And I mean, he can't sit still for 2 seconds. The kid's got ADHD like nuts, right? Which I ain't making fun of. I have it too, obviously. But can you imagine him in a job interview? I can't sit in a job interview, which is why I make up my own jobs. So anyway, can you imagine him, the guy back there looking at the resume? You were on the show Aardvark on Disney when you were 20. Okay, now 10 years. There's a gap here in your career for 10 years. Well, I've been making YouTube videos. Okay. Didn't YouTube just file bankruptcy? They're now exempt like Vine was? Yeah, but I was really popular on YouTube. I had a big social following. Yeah. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all gone. Now we got showmeyourguns.com. Oh, I see here you are 146 on showmeyourguns.com. Yeah, I'm really famous on showmeyourguns.com. Well, okay, so what else do you have besides these YouTube videos? I've never heard of you. Well, I was really famous on YouTube. My brother was really famous on YouTube. Logan Paul, don't you know Logan Paul? No, I never have heard of Logan Paul, but I do like that Miranda Sings. Did you know her? She's done, I think, 8 seasons now of that Haters Back Off. Let's see, also Shane Dawson. Yeah, I like him. And, let's see who else. I'm real good friends with Tana Mojo. Do you know her? I can't say I've ever heard of Tanya, what was her name again? Yeah, no, I never heard of that. Well, I'm sorry to say, Mr. Jacob, that we don't have any positions to fill for you right now at McDonald's. We would love to hire you in the future, though, so please keep us in mind. And, yeah, I think Wendy's is hiring down the street. That's your future, baby, if you don't get it together. Stop acting like an asshole, okay? You are the role model to all of these young kids. And this is what sucks the most about this, okay? Disney just got a get out of jail free card and they fucked the rest of us. Do you guys even get it? Because as long as he was under Disney, he kind of had to act good. Now that he's not under Disney anymore, he can do any asinine thing he wants, and trust me, it's gonna go off the charts. You thought this neighborhood shit was bad last week? Now Jake Paul's all of our neighbors. Now we all have to deal with them, you know? It's like, oh, Lord, I can't with these kids. Can we just have one new YouTuber that like rises to fame really quick, that's 20 years old, that's just a really fucking neat kid? That's what I want, you know? That you can get behind their gig, their families are cool, that they're just awesome, and they're everywhere and everybody loves them. Can we get a 20-year-old like that, please? That's in college and representing the masses? Because this foolishness is disgusting to me. It breaks my heart. You know, it just really does. And what you're really doing is you're being a role model to these kids that are now going, I'm not going to go to college, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm not going to do this, I'm just going to beef off with my friends all day long, and they won't have any futures, and you'll be sitting in that interview not knowing what's going on, and all the Logansters or Paulsters or whatever y'all call your names, the jokes of the world, y'all be sitting around going, we fucked our future over a Disney star. I hope it works out for you, but like in the best words of Dr. Phil, how's that working for you? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.